Mandani Bay, have you heard of it? A very unique multi-use development in Cebu City, Mandaue City, across the bridge from the International Mactan Airport. Residential towers, condominium towers. Here's a map showing you where it is. The two bridges going over to Mactan. Got a boardwalk here along the Mactan Channel. And I think they're going to open, soft opening July 9th, I believe is what I saw online. Don't hold me to that. Mandani Suites, one of the buildings, is sold out already. Going to be 20 buildings on 20 hectares of land. And this studio is for sale. A couple of the towers are sold out, I believe, already. And it's going to have, I think, a couple hotels, office buildings, and several residential buildings. Anyway, very nice. And the owner of this, I met the owner, and he furnished it very nicely. I did some research, looked at a number of other units, and yeah, he did a very nice job of designing using the space. And you've got, I think it's floor 11. Floor 11, the window overlooks the amenities. And this seating area is actually your split type aircon unit fits in there. So it's very easy to service. You lift up that upper door and you can service that unit. And looking down at some of the other towers and some of the amenity areas down there, which we'll look at a little later. We'll look at the boardwalk, a little bit of the boardwalk area. I'll tell you a little more about that later. And they've got several restaurants going into the various buildings down there: steakhouses, Korean food, Japanese food, other types of foods as well. So it will be a very unique experience. About time that the Cebu gets its own very nice boardwalk area. And yeah, it is a project that is evolving, under development. I've done a number of videos over here over the last, I think, 8 years. I've talked to, during one open house, maybe 8 years ago. I've been here 10 years. Talked to one of the top engineers coming out of Hong Kong land, and I think Hong Kong land from Hong Kong, about how deep they put their footings and a number of other details about the building site. I believe they call, when a developer goes in and develops a large area like this, I believe they call them townships. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But you'll get the various developers, Megawide and Ayala and SM Group and SM Group, and other groups that will go in and develop a big project. And I believe they call it township, and they're pretty much responsible for the whole area. They'll bring in their own security people. I thought maybe that opened up. I don't, unless maybe I had to pull it. Maybe there is a cabinet behind that. Not absolutely sure, but nice sized shower area. Mandani Bay is very close to a number of important places. Number one, you're very close to the bridges going over to the Mactan International Airport. You're not very far from the Cebu Uptown area, the Ayala Mall, the SM Mall. In fact, the closest mall, Park Mall, just a couple blocks from here, you got an S&R, which is like a Costco, just down the road a bit. Number of big hospitals very near as well. Chunghwa Hospital and Cebu Doctors Hospital, I believe. A couple of others that are quite close as well. We've also got SMJ Center Mall. And anyway, we're walking outside. The guy in the white shirt there, JR with JRC. He's a broker. I've done many interviews with him about his visa consultancy agency and his real estate consulting. He is a broker, and he can work with you if you're the buyer or the seller. And walking into the gym area, very nice, large, well-equipped gym. Not allowed to take pictures, video in there. So here's the picture I found on their website. Nicely equipped, and they've got a game room. It's a large development. They've got a game room. They've got on the very end of the gym there was another room to be used for yoga and dance class, whatever. Somebody can rent it out and do various types of things. And you've got at least two karaoke rooms, and I'm not sure if that's for all the buildings or just how many of those you're going to have. The pools are under remodeling. What would you call that? They're remodeling, retiling, or something. I'm not exactly sure what they're doing there, but they are doing some repair work on the pools at the present time. So they had drained most of the water out of those. The boardwalk area is something I've been checking sites about once a month to see if you can access that, and it really is not accessible. And I'll show you a little more about that area here in a bit. But yeah, this project's been going up very rapidly over the last 8 years, something like that, 9 years maybe. And yeah, they're really coming along. And yeah, here is the buildings along the boardwalk. They're going to have a number of one steakhouse, I think, Acacia. I've eaten at the Acacia Steakhouse here. I had a very good experience. Very much enjoyed it. They're moving in. I think a couple of Korean type restaurants, Japanese restaurants, number of other types of foods. Of course, they're going to have Filipino foods and lots of space there. So they'll have Abaca, which is one of my favorite restaurants here in Cebu. They're in many of the malls. Asking price is 6 million. I'm pretty sure it's 6 million pesos, which at today's exchange rate is 107,000 US dollars. And yeah, you've got about 29 square meters, which is about 322 square feet. So the way to figure square feet for many of you, take meters, multiply by 10, and add a few. That gets you pretty close to how many square feet you have. So 322 square feet, and you're going to have a Metro, I believe it's a Metro grocery store on the lower level there. And yeah, we're out on the boardwalk. Going to be about half of a kilometer, about half a kilometer for jogging and that type of thing, walking, jogging, and another artist's conception of the area. Like I said, 20 buildings. I believe it's going to be a couple of hotels, several office buildings, several condominium towers. Lots of other amenities as well, a long list of amenities as you would expect for a project like this. I have a friend, a Filipino guy who worked and his American wife who worked most of their life in the USA, and he's bought a unit there. I was over there a few years ago for dinner, and he showed me around then, and it's come a long way since then. But he said he was there during Typhoon Odette. I believe that's what he said. He's got another condo in Quest Hotel area, and he said, yeah, 100% backup power. They didn't have any damage to speak of. Some of the trees, branches perhaps breaking off, that type of thing. But yeah, Super Typhoon Odette in December 16th of 2021. I lived that here in an older condominium, 20 some stories up, and it was quite the experience. but their backup power worked. Structures took the full brunt of super typhoon, stood up very well. Indeed, a very unique development. I'll put the contact information, JR with JRC Visa Consultancy. He's a real estate broker in the description.